I'm here on a very cloudy, slightly drizzly Dubai afternoon with the new 2016 Chevrolet Spark in a very bright green, very cheerful green on this slightly murky day, in fact. But what do we have here? We have the latest iteration of a car that's been with us since 1998. They've sold 1 million of these around the world. It's sold in 40 countries. This is an all-new car now. It's actually got a longer wheelbase, and they've actually lowered it by 44 millimeters just to give it better drag efficiency, a lower center of gravity, just to make it more efficient all around. Notice the wheel at each corner poise that it's got for handling, and it's got the dual port Chevrolet grille at the front, sort of a family identity thing going on there. Alloy wheels and everything that you'd expect on this press car, which of course is the top of the range car. This one is the LT model. It comes with a CVT automatic transmission, and the price for this is 43,500 dirhams. That's about $11,850. Now this is the top of the range car. Loads of kit in this car, which I'll come to a bit later on. But the actual starting price of the Chevrolet Spark is with an LS manual version, and that is 38,580 dirhams, about $9,150. The mid-spec car, basically the base model car but with the CVT gearbox, is 37,000 dirhams, about $10,000. What do you have under the bonnet? You have a perky little 1.4 four-cylinder engine, now putting out 100 brake horsepower. That's up 16% compared to before, and by the way, that manual was a 5-speed transmission. So let's do the usual. We'll have a look around the car, see its practicality first before we get in and drive it. So come with me to the boot. So even when the car is locked, you don't need the key. You just reach under here, hit the little rubber button, and that opens the boot right up. As you can see, it's not very deep lengthways. It's quite narrow, but quite deep this way. As you can see, my hands are going quite far down. And there's a bag in here with the fire extinguisher and the safety kit. Underneath here, we have the tools for tire changing, and underneath that, I think that's a space saver spare wheel. Reasonable amount of space that way. Parcel shelf, which you can remove or flip up. You also have split folding seats, which, as you can see, don't fold all the way down, but do give you a little bit of extra room should you need to carry one of those larger items. Time to get into the back, I think. I do like the door handle that's positioned up on the C-pillar, which is quite nice. And oh gosh, wow, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that's a bit okay. At least that's an upright position, an up position, so it's not digging into my back. There are 3 headrests back here, and there are 3 3-point seat belts, so that's quite nice for 3 people, but I'm not sure that you could get 3 people in here, certainly not 3 people of my size. I am struggling, but then this front seat admittedly is set for me. I'm 6'2", so that's quite far back relative to, say, a normal person. But for me to sit behind myself, that's very, very tight. I would be digging into the front, into the driver's back there, and that would just be too tight. Anything else back here? Electric windows, obviously. You've got a cup holder down here, and you know, it's okay. It's quite nicely done. Only thing is, I think that this is really would be for, say, 4 regular size adults or maybe 2 children. This would be better suited to. Right, I think enough of that. Let's drive it. If I can get out. Oh God. Okay. Well, no such issues in the front relative to the back. I got tons of room here. It seems to be much more driver orientated. Put this, I'll put the belt on and the mic on so that you can hear me a little bit better. But yes, I mean, yeah, definitely seems to be perhaps more orientated towards passengers and drivers in the front. So no issues at all. Headroom is good, side room, leg room, not an issue, no problem at all. So look at this car. This is now the price I told. Just keep in mind the price that I told you for this car. But as I walk you around the stuff that we've got in here. So let's start first of all with the fact that it has a starter button. There you go. And there you go. It all starts up there. But look over here. 7-inch touch capacitive screen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Yes, that's right. The stuff that only a few months ago, I think it was about 6-7 months ago or something like that, they announced that, or about maybe, okay, let's say a year ago, they announced that, you know, the first cars to get them were Ferraris, and now your humble Chevrolet Spark will give you this button here, for example, is the one that does it. In fact, you don't even have to do that. You just, once you plug it into a USB, which is down here, there's an aux and a USB just down here, if you can make out. Once you plug them in, that pops up. And then you can use Apple CarPlay and stuff like that. Bluetooth, phone, audio, all of that stuff is there. Once you hook up your Apple CarPlay, you can use the Maps feature. You can use Tune Radio, you know, the auto tune, the internet radio thing. So that's amazing. It's got all that. That's the home screen button. There you go. Not too much else on here. You can put a gallery and stuff on there. Again, that depends on the USB that you put in there, but not too much else. But you know, more than enough. And they're quite fancy. Buttons there for the screen there. There's your air conditioning control. Like I said, down there you've got the USB, you've got two cup holders, quite a deep tray here, so that's quite useful to plug it in and to just leave your phone there. That's quite handy. CVT gearbox, as we've said. More trays here, tray here, and of course the cup holder for the rear. Reasonable material. Door pockets are reasonably deep. There's an extra little tray here, which again is quite handy. Again, like I've said before, in small cars like this, where you're just doing the run around town and you're doing errands and stuff, you need places to just leave stuff. For example, there's even a little tray down here just next to the electric buttons and the door locks and the remote mirrors. Let's have a look here. You have quite a deep glove box, airbags for the front passengers. That's not all. Take a look over here. You got the traction. It's got traction control on this thing. I could turn it off and be a hoon. Yeah, let's not. But anyway, I could do, because it has traction control there. It also has reversing sensors on this car. There's your light switch. Over here, you've got your trip computer menu. So if I just go through, if I can just scroll through there like that, and then you'll see, you know, it's going through. It's got stopwatch. Why has it got a stopwatch? But anyway, it's not. But it's more like a second by second. It's sort of like how long did it take me to go to the shops and pick up some milk sort of stopwatch, rather than my best lap time sort of stopwatch. But it has a tachometer. It has a speedometer. Very fuel efficient, as you can see. Yeah, what else do you need? Well, you get more. There's more. There's cruise control. Look, check it out. Cruise control. There's your cruise control over here. And there's more. There's more. Check it out over here. There's your remote buttons for the stereo. Plus, you can operate Siri. Tell me the weather today.
Okay, the temperature for Dubai today will range between 20 degrees and 26 degrees.
Cancel. You didn't tell me about the rain. Not good. But anyway, that's Siri's fault. Nothing to do with the car. Cool. Can I turn it off now? Can I cancel it? Can I cancel it? There you go. Can I cancel it? Can I cancel it? Anyway, let's cancel that. Let's stop that. So that's enough to show you there. I'll put, like I said, there's plenty of room for the phone there. I'll put that in. Let's go into drive. Handbrake is off. Let's unleash 100 brake horsepower, 16% more than before. Here we go. Full on. CVT, but you notice the step changes. They're not bad. They're quite satisfying. What's that? 3 of them? 4 of them? Oh yeah, there's another one. Look, there you go. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Gets up to speed quite quickly. Like small cars, you know, you just have to give it the full beans. Once you get up to speed, off it goes. You know. Nice steering, good brakes. Again, it's a very light car, very small car. Reassuring. Chuck it in. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Dances. Little bit of understeer, lift off, get it to tuck in a little bit. You know, this is another one of those cars really that this is probably not where it's best suited to. This is a car that's suited to driving it around town. And that is actually what I've been doing over the last few days. And for that, it's been absolutely perfect. You know, you can zip in and out of gaps. It's got enough performance. So somebody said to me, oh, I bet it gets bullied a lot. Well, I think some people take it for granted, but once you hit the throttle and you zip past them, they're the ones, you know, that are left for dead, and you're the ones left with a little grin on your face, you know. And it's a grin-inducing type of car. It's one of those little cars that are quite fun to just hurl around town and just, you know, have a little bit of a hoot with, you know. But you know, the handling is as you'd expect in a small car. Pretty reassuring. pretty good. The limits are low, but then accessible. So that's what makes it fun. So there you go. I mean, I'm not going hugely fast into this corner, but I am feeling the forces going into the corner, and that's what makes it fun. So again, fairly satisfying, but to throw around here. But like I said, ideally best suited. So there you go, look at that. I mean, pretty good grip. Yeah, understeer control, there you go. Not too bad at all. But best suited, like I said, to darting through traffic, to making it through those little gaps that you didn't think most other cars could get through, and just generally being very, very handy and useful around town, even in parking, especially in parking, because you can look at any old gap and go, right, I can get this into that gap. So, you know, very easy car to drive, good visibility all around, no issues. It has reverse parking sensors, like I said. Not that you need them, because you could I could almost reach back from here, and I could reach the back window almost. But you know, it's very compact, it's very handy. You know, a nice, fun little car, easy to drive, easy to live with, and the best thing about it is just so amazingly well equipped. I mean, this sort of equipment you used to get in an executive car not so long ago, and now you've got it all in this thing. So for the money, once again, I think it has to be concluded that it would be rude not to. Go and have a look at it. It's incredible value. There's an incredible amount of kit that you get in this car. Really, there's no reason for you not to have a look at it as a serious proposition for cheap, practical, around town motoring. Definitely one worth checking out. Do so. Do also check us out. If you're wondering where that music is coming from, believe it or not, there's a bike in front of me. It might be a Harley or something, I think. And yeah, it's playing from there. So do please check us out, motoringme.com. Look for us on all the social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. You'll find us everywhere. Just search for Motoring Middle East, and on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe and tell your friends, and check out some of our other videos as patrols try and take me off the road because they think I'm not quick enough to get around this roundabout. I'm quicker than they are, I can tell you that much. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until the next one, thanks a lot. A framing test and a sound check for a review on the 2016 Chevrolet Spark. This is a line, could be from a movie or a TV show. Where is this line from? With great power comes great responsibility.